Hello beautiful people, welcome and welcome back. My name is Deandra. If you are new here, I just came back from work and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. Listen, I took off my clothes and I was like, Deandra, why did you take off your clothes if you're gonna, do a video? Because now you gotta look presentable back again. Can't be doing your stuff in your house clothes. At least I don't. I kind of look a little bit presentable for the public eye, if that makes any sense. But when I come home, I take off my clothes because guess what? That's the outside clothes. You got to get comfy into your house, shower, all that lovely things. So before I did all of that, I said, you know what? Let me just put on something else. At least I'm not in my dirty outside clothes, and let me talk to you guys. So I have a messy bun. I don't really care all that too much because guess what? This is an unboxing, okay? I haven't done an unboxing in a very long time. I just normally reveal it, and I was like, it came in this morning when I was getting ready for work and I couldn't unbox it then, and it was just been on my mind all day like I got a present when I come home. Before I get into that, this was the bag of the day today and I'm so happy I finally wore her again. Why? I don't know why. Tell me if you guys see it too, but I feel like this lettering is crooked. Okay? I've been going crazy with this bag for years if it looks crooked or not. In camera it looks crooked, but when I look at it person to person, I'm confused. I don't know, it doesn't look, I feel like when it's stuffed up completely, because it does sag, it's not like a structured brand or anything, you can squish this and everything like that. Because of that, the lettering would kind of sag to one side if the bag is sagging. But I digress. If you guys don't know what this is, so if you guys don't remember what this bag is, hopefully I can remember myself. This is a Brandon Blackwood. I feel like probably this is a sign I have too many bags, because if I start forgetting the name of the bags, that's the problem. I can't remember for the Cara bag. Yes, medium Cara bag. It takes a minute, okay? I don't know if that's a sign of age or I just got too much. But this is the Cara bag in this beautiful dark green color. I think this is buffalo leather if I remember correctly. Yes, I used to not like the fact that it was somewhat of a squishy leather, and I was a little bit embarrassed with the fact that it would get, it would kind of not exactly lose its shape. It would still have its shape, but have a relaxed look. I'm liking it now, and I brought it out today because I was wearing a smorgasbord. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that all correctly. I was wearing a smorgasbord of different greens, like olive greens, minty kind of greens, and blue. And I decided to wear this because I also wore some silver jewelry to top it off. So yes, that's one thing. I promise you I'm gonna get to the unboxing. Okay, I just want to just keep you updated. I did have a little mini trip recently. I went to Florida, and this was my travel companion. Since it was a small trip, I did my carry-on, and this was my personal item. I think I am never going to travel with a leather bag ever again as my personal item, unless it's like a little tiny thing, and even that I feel like my Lululemon nylons stuff will do the trick. When I tell you, I did not care where I fling this, like, because with the other bags I don't want them on the floor. I don't want them to be squished. I don't want anything touching them. I want it to keep its shape and everything like that. I don't want it to be scratched. That I'm just really protective of my leather, and when you're traveling, you can't really afford to think about that all too much because you have other things on your mind. When I had this baby with me, I did not give a biscuit of what I did with it, because guess what? It's leather. It can squish. It can do everything that you want it to do. It'll come back together. I don't have any issues in terms of things spilling on it. I mean, nothing did, but I have no stains, or let me see the bottom, because this was all over every place. Yeah, I don't got nothing. You see what I'm saying? So yes, this is gonna be my next travel companion. It did give me some time to kind of finagle how to, like, you put the straps on the what do you call it again, on the suitcase, but by the trip coming back I figured that out. So yes, definitely love. I'm loving the fact that I'm figuring out more and more ways to wear it. And I think if I remember correctly, one tag video I did say I need this in my collection for travel and also for work and everything else, and I can confirm it works for travel for me. So I'll put that right back. That's why I was here. Let's get into the unboxing. Alrighty, I did not have the chance to take off any of the labels and all that stuff, so my address is on here, so I'm going to be doing it on this side. I have my handy dandy scissors here. Oh, by the way, I swear I'm gonna get to the unboxing, I swear. But I wanna talk about the backdrop. I did the switch out for my bags for the spring and summer. I don't think I'm gonna do a new one for summer. We'll see how things go, but I knew I wanted it colorful. I knew I wanted more of my top handles because for some reason, I'm reaching for my top handles now. And I just wanted some things that I'm not going to be seeing all the time. This is one of them that I had on here. This was originally up there, but as I said, sometimes it doesn't matter what makes you pull for your bag. It's just wonderful when you do pull for it when you haven't done it in a while, right? So you can't see the bottom all so much, but perhaps, you know, with other times you will see things. But yeah, I'm really liking this shelf, especially because I highlighted some of my my sunglasses. I have a little bit of mini perfumes down here. Like, it's like a smorgasbord of everything that I like, in a sense. Like, I like a lot of things, not only bags. So yes, we got bags, sunglasses, perfumes. I even have my bag charms over here hanging off my Yosefi bag. So yes, I'm loving all of that. Now let's go into the unboxing. Okay, so as you can tell, if you didn't see, it was a Macy's purchase. I have not shopped from Macy's in forever, and I used to shop from them a lot because I used to get rewards money like crazy every single often. So much, in fact, that my grandma would call me like, "Deandra, I'm buying from Macy's. I know you got money." He's like, "You always have some savings, something," and I'm like, "Okay, grandma, don't paint me out to be like the only person that shops. You do too." But I don't mind her using my account to get, you know, the little extra money, or, you know, if I have extra money and I didn't know what I was going to spend it on yet, you know, I'm inclined to give it to her, right? So I have been seeing a lot of people on YouTube talk about Michael Kors in general. Now, Michael Kors for me has always been a hit or miss. I only have about, I think, two. I'm lying. I was bold-facedly about to lie to you. I only have one bag, and that is the Marc Jacobs Soho bag. I used to have like a couple more, but you know, it was the canvas material with the faux leather, which I learned that now. I thought it was real leather, so it didn't last very long. But at the same time, I have not bought anything from Michael Kors recently because either it wasn't really floating my boat, or the price tag for what they were trying to charge for, I was just like, I'll wait for a sale. So now this particular item, I liked it, but I was waiting for a sale, and nothing alerted me that there was a sale. Okay, so I'm very happy I got this one. Originally I wanted the dark brown, but the dark brown was $250, and that was around the time that I was traveling and I forgot about it. And when I remembered about it, it was completely sold out. And so then I settled on my second best color. And let me just bring out the whole thing. This is what it looks like in the box. It was not wrapped. It's just, I don't know how I feel about this, Macy's. This is another reason why I did the unboxing, because sometimes how these bags be coming to me is ridiculous. Like, they have no care and thought in the world. And it's not just Macy's. Okay, I really hope the straps are not damaged by this, but we shall see. Okay. So I feel like if I just have them on one of my bag stands, it will be fine, but I do see a little wonkiness already. But let's see how everything plays out. I like it. I'm not gonna send it back. I'm not, because guess what? I'm very sure it's almost sold out right now, if not already. And the other one, as I said, is completely sold out. And I knew I wanted the ones with the fringe. I wanted the ones with the fringe. I actually wanted both this and the chocolate, but I figured the chocolate was more, it seemed like it was going to sell out faster, so I would get the chocolate first, then get this. And I thought they were all sold out, the fringe, and all you can find are the ones with the little charm at the side, which is cute too. I want it in all white leather. with the silver hardware, but that is full price, almost what, $359, something like that. No, 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 no. And that's why I did not pay those prices when it first came out. I was willing to wait for a sale. Now, as you guys know, these have been having a little moment on social media. I don't know if the Fringe ones are particularly sought after. Is that a spot? Is that a spot down here? I do detect a spot. Now, part of me is like, Deandra, are you going to accept that too? Let's see what I do. I feel like I might, because I'm going to check back, but there's not much places where I can get this bag, especially in the Fringe anymore. Okay? I'm just going to be honest with you. There's not much places that has this. So I have to either suck it up or not. Now, you already saw how it was packaged. Okay, so let's talk about all the things in between. Now, they cut off this part because I can tell it's cut off, and usually it would have the price tag on it, or at least like how much it originally cost. I believe, as I said, online it's like $359, something around there. Now, I got this all the way down to lesser than what the chocolate one was going for, because the chocolate one was on sale for $250 on Macy's. That was the last place I could find it. Okay, everywhere else you would have to find any of these Fringe ones was on resellers, Macari, Poshmark, and all that stuff. And you cannot find the dark chocolate. At least I can't not find it for what I want to pay for it. I got this off of Macy's for $140, and I said thank you, because I was 2 minutes away from buying it off of Macari or Depop for $137. It was going for $180, and I offered $137, and they said $170, and I completely ignored it, because guess what? I got my Macy's bag, right? This is the is this the Hamilton Modern East-West small shoulder tote, or is this medium? I think this is a small, okay, because it says SM. Tote leather. This is suede in the color husk, okay, with the brass hardware. That's one thing I really liked about this line. Let me actually close this, because I realize this is not closed, or is it supposed to be? Let me see first if there is a way you can open and close this. There's no lock, because I don't see a lock on here, but you just press it up and forward. So since I already have it, sorry about that. It says Michael Kors in the back. I don't know if you can see that. Let me put this back down for a minute. It says Michael Kors in the back, and this is the part that you see up front that says MK Michael Kors. That is enough branding for me. I've always felt like Michael Kors was a strong miss for a lot of things, at least the ones that are readily available or in outlet, because everything is heavily branded. The least branding is better for me, and something simple like a motif like this is more than enough. Now, as I was talking about with the hardware, I never really liked Michael Kors gold hardware. It looked cheap. It came off like, even my Michael Kors Soho bag, I got it in silver hardware, and there was a beautiful like olive light green kind of color that I saw. I bought that off of Farfetch, if I remember correctly, and I was tossing and turning because I really like that color, but I did not like the brass hardware, and I didn't like how with the pleating, how everything came together. Silver won me over a lot more with the Michael Kors brand, even till now. I like the fact that with this line they decided to do an actual brassy antique looking hardware, because this does not look cheap to me. I don't know how much it costs to make it, but this looks a lot more appealing in my eyes. It's more brassy and everything of the sort. So, and it's not shiny, you know, it's not that shiny. It has a little, you know, luster to it with the light hits it, but it's not overly shiny. So yeah, that is one thing. I took off the lock, but this is what it looks like. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this bag on YouTube, wherever you may be looking at this bag. This bag is definitely heavily inspired by Kelly, or yeah, I would say Kelly vibes, possibly even Birkin vibes. I do like the East-West Birkin, and I don't really like the regular Birkin shape all that much. So I when I first saw this, I liked it. I really did. I was like, ooh, this is good. I can see where they get the inspiration from, but they gave their own little spin on it and all that stuff. And I was like, I'm here for it. Look at all that Fringe, baby girl. Yes, I love her. Okay, even though this was my second choice of color, I still like it. Out of all the colors that they did with the Fringe, I believe they have a black, which looked atrocious to me. I can't remember if there was any other colors off the top of my head. They do have a green, which I'm tempted to buy off of Poshmark. I think I see it for, I'm waiting for it to go down because I don't know where they're coming from with this $212. I mean, granted, it did sell for over $300, so it is less than what it was before. And it claims that it's new with tags and all the wonderful things. But I got this for $140. Why should I pay $200 for that? You know, but I do want that one with the Fringe. But honestly, really and truly, do I need it? No, it's just a greedy aspect of me. So I'll be happy with what the Lord gave me in a wonderful price. And if it comes down at a good price, maybe I may be inclined. Now, this does have feet. Let me take out the thingy. Is that another spot? I guess you may be inclined to say that's another spot right there. Okay, but it does have feet. The back of it, for the most part, seems, yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard because suede is kind of like, you know, one of those tricky things, but I don't see any spots. Yeah, I don't really, let me look at it up to myself. I don't see any spots on this. It may come off as a spot, but I don't see any spots on this at all. Up front, I did. The sides look good. And I have to move the Fringe for you to see. Okay. And this is the other side. This is the interior, or at least the zipper front part. I don't see any issues. Let me unzip that and see what I'm working with. Zipper is good. Zipper is good. Let me put back on this little thing here as well. Okay, so they included my receipt. I'm trying to make sure there's no, yeah. So they included my receipt in this format, which is weird. And I thought it was like a return, but I see my information on here. So yeah, it's definitely, they just did a store receipt version for this order. Okay, the outside wasn't really wrapped well, but inside was stuffed and wrapped to the max. Okay, I got even packets and everything in there as well. And I still have some of this here where I'm not gonna take out, but look at that space. I don't see a blemish in there whatsoever. I'm happy because that shows me that this was not used. Okay, yeah, and even with all the stuffing out, it still keeps its shape. It's not heavy, to me at least. Look at her. I don't know if when I'm wearing my wool jacket if this would work, but honestly, really and truly, I don't know if I'm gonna wear this with a wool jacket, because my experience with, like, at least my shearling stuff, things color transfer. And I have one other suede bag. I should bring that out because I don't have much suede on this channel, and this bag will tell you why. It is by Far. I don't know if you guys remember this because I have not highlighted this on this channel, and I've been struggling to even put it up on here at times, but oh, it's so stinking cute. Okay, yeah, I can't, that's why I can never get rid of this bag. I'm sorry. This is my baby by Far bag, if I remember correctly. Okay, I think, yes, right here you see the color transfer. I forgot what I was wearing. I don't remember if it's denim or if it was a wool coat. Don't quote me, but I don't even think it made it into the winter time because I was wearing some jacket in the fall time and I had this nasty sucker come up on there. This side is fine, okay, but this so I know Dee Dee Bean has said that either Caleb Snell or someone has a video on how to clean and take care of your suede bags to kind of get rid of issues like this. But this kind of soured me a bit, I'm not going to lie, off of suede bags because I really do like textures. If you guys are new here, I love textures. Shearling, wool, suede, crystals, fabrics. I'm starting to get into nylon a bit. I even have just bought the first fabric bag ever in my life. Here, no, that's a lie, because I had the Furla bag, opportunity tote. That's a fabric bag, but it's more jackered, but still. Okay, so yes, I do like textures and colors and all that wonderful stuff, but that kind of soured me from this. And from my experience of this, I feel like I need to be very careful of this. But look at how we have come. So this is more like a cognac color. All I need is that dark chocolate brown. But you know what? A part of me is like, Deandra, you still want the Tory Burch Roomy Tote. And that one is not suede. It is pebbled leather, if I remember correctly, kind of finely pebbled. And it does have like a strap motif as well. And it's a tote. And it does have a lot more space that will be more forgiving when wearing my wool coat in the winter time. So perhaps, you know, you were given this opportunity so that you can still get that one, because if I did have the chocolate version of this, I don't think I'll be as inclined to get that Tory Burch bag at all. I'm saying that I don't know, but I have a feeling they may compete together and I may not be inclined to get it. So yeah. This is the new bag. Let's see how these fare. Let's see if I actually bring this out a little bit more and get over my fear of, you know, what I've done to it thus far. And let's see how this fares in terms of wear and tear. I'm keeping it. I love it with everything. I mean, I saw 2 blemishes, yes, and the handles were a bit wonky, but as I'm holding it here, I'm seeing it kind of come into place. So yes, that is the unboxing. Tell me what you think. Do you think I'm crazy for accepting it even though it has all those blemishes? But tell me if you would do the same thing I'm doing. Like, you know that these are selling out very quickly. I barely got my hands on this one, and it's like, am I going to really grant it for just those 2 minor things, you know? And you know, the handles seem to be, you know, doing pretty well even right now. Am I really going to send it back just for that? You know, granted, I didn't like how it was packaged at all. No, Macy's, do better. But yes, I'm keeping it, and hopefully I wear this baby a little bit more. This is real leather. This is not faux suede or anything like that. And I love this in the fall time. And this is generous that I can wear my wool coat. Like, that's more than enough. My arms are not that big. I wish they were smaller, but they're not that big. Okay. So yes, I am concluding this video. This is all I got to say on the matter. Tell me, guys, what you think. Did you guys get this bag? I know a few of you have. I think I saw the Hopeful Minimalist. Why can't I talk? The Hopeful Minimalist, Sabrina. She has her blue. I think she has hers in suede, if I'm not mistaken. Just not with the fringe. I know Dee Dee Bean has her, I think 1 or 2. I think she did a little binge. I'm not going to lie. I know Vivian Carlene was looking at the studded one with no fringe. I don't know if she finally took the plunge, or she just like, I will make my own. Because you know she loves to do her DIYs. So yes, tell me what you guys think. This is the new bag with all the va-va-voom, very on trend, but I always liked fringe. I even have a fringe piece right here looking at you. Probably can't tell because it's chocolate, but yes, I always liked fringe. I just liked it in a way that is conducive that I can wear it, you know? So I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are, and as always, have a good one. Bye.